In one of the most recent chapters of Jujutsu Kaisen, we're introduced to a public defender in Japan. He routinely takes on cases that are seemingly cut and dry. However, the evidence he finds presents an alternative. Because of the way the system in Japan is set up with its 99% conviction rate according to the story, it turns out that the guilty is chosen despite the evidence. And someone with whom he was working with, after proving his client to be innocent in the retrial, or whatever it's called when they bring you back to court for an appeal or something of that sort, he's found guilty, not because of the evidence, but because of the influence of money and the resources to hire a higher tier of lawyer. His client is convicted, and those who work with him wonder what motivates him to continue in this way, to take on these seemingly impossible cases that have this end result to which, no matter what, the client will be found guilty. And he notes that even though Lady Justice blinds her eyes so as to present a fiction of impartiality, and the larger society abates their eyes as well from the truth, he notes that even if he's the only one, he wants to keep his eyes open. In Black society, especially as it pertains to my brothers, no matter what the accusation is in question, you are guilty. And it becomes an exhausting measure to hold oneself to continue to fight for a reality of Black empowerment, a reality of justice, when it seems despite all effort, despite what you can do on an individual level, there's no avail. There is no justice. But despite this, I want to encourage those of you who have taken on this task of wanting, or not just wanting, putting into action the steps to facilitate the change that would bring about a Black empowerment reality, a reality for which justice for Black people, for Black men, is not unfounded, in that the truth is judge, jury, and executioner, as opposed to the whims and qualms of the dominant society. It becomes difficult, but despite this difficulty, you have to have the same level of conviction that this public defender had within himself to routinely take on tasks for which the end result is already decided for us, and that guilt and the abatement of truth are commonplace. We have to have the determination within ourselves, within each and every one of us, that even if we are the only ones, we have to keep our eyes to the truth that society itself chooses to close its eyes to. If not you, who else will? And although it might feel like a pointless effort, especially in my own life, there have been many times where I've asked myself, what's the point of even going forward? What's the point of any of this? But despite these times of discouragement, I know I must keep going. I choose to keep my eyes open to the truth, and I want to encourage you, brothers and sisters, to do the same. 1.